Hey, what's up everybody? Today I'm going to do a video on cooking approximately 14 hamburgers. I'm going to do part of them on this ranch Weber kettle, which so far has been my favorite kettle of all times. And we're going to do some on the Bradley smoker here. It's an electric smoker. I picked it up from a friend of mine and it was really cheap. He was actually going to give it to me, but I couldn't do that, so I had to give him at least $100 for it. And I tried it one time with some pork chops and it wasn't bad, you know, a little different flavor. I'm more used to the wood style smoke, you know, everybody's got their opinion. I've always owned manual pits, as everybody that follows me knows that I'm not biased against electric smokers, pellet smokers, or anything like that, but that's just how I was raised, with charcoal and wood. So we're going to give it a shot in that Bradley smoker, and right behind me, the Weber Ranch kettle. We will be seasoning these burgers from these rubs from Michael Dink from Dinks Rubs. I'll put all the links down below in the description area. And today my choice is going to be this one here, which is the Santa Maria seasoning. Stuff smells wonderful. We're going to use that, and we're going to use the Dinks Rubs Cajun seasoning. He's got a very nice variety. I've tried every one of these except for this one. I have not tried the sweet mesquite. I have not tried that one yet, but I'm looking forward to it. You'll probably see this in future videos, and possibly other seasonings that I may not have from his line. But other than that, we're going to go with these two. Also, I'd like to mention that this ChefsTemp company had reached out to me and sent me their Instaprobe thermometer that they said that was a really good one, and they wanted me to try it and maybe feature it on my video. So I did open it up. I'll show you guys here. It comes with a cool magnetic, you know, like a meat temperature thing for internal temps, if you guys can see that. Comes out of that plastic case. That's very nice of them to do. You got a colored owner's manual that has a lot of good information in here. And you open the box, you get your meat thermometer. Let's go ahead and open this up real quick and explain some details on this for you. Like I said, links to this product will be down there. I don't get paid to say any of this. They sent me out the product just to see how I liked it and to put it on and see and turn it on to you guys and see how I like it. Right off the bat, it does take 3 AA batteries. You just have to unscrew these 2 screws. I have tested this in boiling water, and it was 1.5 degrees off. But the good news is that it's calibratable. Once you take this back cover off, there's be 2 buttons in there. One's to set Fahrenheit and Celsius, and the other button is to calibrate. And all you got to do is just get a glass of ice water with purified water. It says it right there in the manual. And then open it up, stick it in there, spin it around until this reaches anywhere from 28 degrees up to 32 degrees. And then you hit the calibrate button 3 times, then press again. It sets it, and it goes back. When I went to the boiling water method, it was right on the money at 212 degrees Fahrenheit. It's got a very nice display. Here, I'll take this cover off. It's got a very nice display. Nice feel to it. It feels pretty solid. I kind of like that. I do believe it has a magnetic where you could just let it sit somewhere. I would not recommend putting this on a hot grill. It does claim that it is waterproof. Alright, a big thank you goes out to John Janowski. He's the one that turned me on to this Bradley smoker. I heard good things about him. I've heard bad things about him, as far as in the wintertime they won't hold their heat. So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing fired up. All I'm going to do is just turn it on. I'm going to set the smoke timer. I'm just going to set it for 1 hour. I'll set it for 40 minutes. Okay, now that's set. And now we're going to do the other side, which will be the oven. That'll be the heating element in there. And we're going to set the oven timer. I'll just set that to 1 hour approximately. And then I'll set the oven temperature. I'm going to crank it up all the way. I want this thing up as high as it could go, and that's going to be 320 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, also you want to remember, you have a bowl in here that you want to fill with water. Because once your pellets run through this chute here, they glide along this tray here, and about every 20 minutes it'll drop a burnt pucket into the water bowl. If you're unsure what the puckets look like, they kind of look like this. If you guys can see that very well. You can buy them in the boxes. Yes, you have to get these particular puckets for this smoker to perform. So okay, now that we're all fired up here, let's shut the door. I'm going to turn this top vent here. I'm just going to open it a quarter way. If you open it up all the way, a lot of the heat's going to escape out of it. So to preheat this, I'm just going to go ahead and crack the top vent a quarter way. If you guys own a Bradley smoker, you guys mastered it, let me know. This is only my second time cooking it. I'm going to put probably 6 burgers in here, probably 2 per rack, and then the rest I'm going to throw on that ranch Weber behind me. All right, so now that we have our ChefsTemp instant meat probe thermometer, and it does have a magnet on the back, because this door here does not get hot. So I'm going to go ahead and just leave it there. It'll give me easier access just to grab it and check the meat on this side, and of course to check this. I do have wired probes that I can use, like 4. I got 6. I even got one that can handle up to 8 probes. I didn't want to pull all them out. I'm not a big fan of all the cables and messing around with them. I just like the instant probes, just check it here and there and go from there. So next, I'm going to get the burgers prepped for this thing, get them in there, and followed by firing up the ranch kettle. All right, let's go ahead and season up these burgers. And here I'm just using salt, pepper, garlic. It's kosher salt, coarse black ground pepper, and granulated garlic. And we're going to hit it with this Dinks Santa Maria seasoning and the Dinks Cajun seasoning. I always use my salt, pepper, garlic as a base, and then I'll go over it with the Dinks rubs. Okay, now I'll go ahead and pat it down. We'll get them flipped. Again with the salt, pepper, garlic. And the Cajun seasoning. Alright, very good. Alright everybody. So this thing is only sitting at about 277 degrees Fahrenheit. That's inside the pit. I have it set for 320. As you can see on the oven timer, I had it set for an hour. And there's 17 minutes left, so I'm just gonna go ahead and throw these puppies on there. I reset the smoke timer for 40 minutes. I'll reset that oven timer here in a minute, and if I'm not mistaken, in the beginning of this video I set that for 1 hour, and as you can see it's only at 277 degrees, and it is approximately 80 degrees Fahrenheit outdoor temperature. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those burgers on, and I'm gonna fire up that ranch kettle. Alright, let's go ahead and get these babies set in here. I'm going to set them right in the center of the racks. And this is a 4-rack system, but I'm just going to put 6 of them in here and put the rest on that ranch kettle that could hold a ton of food. Alright, let's go ahead and shut this. I got the time. I'm going to reset this timer for 40 minutes, and of course we'll check on it after a while. I'm going to reset the oven timer. I'm going to put that up to an hour just to let it run. Set that, and she's good to go. Okay, let's go ahead and set up this ranch kettle. This thing is a monster grill, and I already went ahead and just put about probably a charcoal chimney, maybe just a hair over a charcoal chimney of Weber, I'm sorry, Kingsford briquettes. So I'm just going to pick this grate up and just slide it over. Have you ever ran into that situation where you ran out of lighter cubes, or you ran out of the tumbleweed fire starters, and had to revert to homemade wicks? All it is a half sheet of paper towel folded in a square. You take olive oil, canola oil, whatever type of cooking oil you have, and you just put a dab on there and just twist them up into little wicks. So I'm just going to take them and just bury them in the charcoal, one on each side and then one in the middle. Just kind of pile up your charcoal the best you can. You can always spread it out later. You don't want to fan them out now and try to light them, because you'll never get it'll take a long time for your coals to go. So I just kind of keep them all piled up in like a somewhat of a pyramid. Alright, I'm going to grab my lighter. I'm going to go ahead and light these wicks. Okay, I'm just going to wait for that charcoal to light up, and we'll get ready to put them burgers on here shortly. I'd say give this about 20 minutes and she'll be ready to go. The most important key to a good charcoal fire is to let all your coals gray out. I know you think you're probably burning them down. For those that don't know, I know you might think you're burning them all and you're wasting them. No, them coals last a long time. And to get the best flavor out of that charcoal, you want them to be grayed out. And I'll show you an example. Obviously, when you first put them in, they're black. The next clip you're going to see, they're going to be all grayed, ready to go. All right, let's go ahead and check the internal temps here. On the bottom rack here, we're at 140 degrees. Let me hold that. Hopefully you guys can see that, 140 degrees. I'm going to unhold it. Let's go over here. Okay, another 140 degrees. Unhold. Let's check this second rack here. This one here, we're at approximately 135 degrees, 135.8. This one here is about the same. This one here in the top rack here, at 130. So that makes sense because it's farther away from the heat source. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull one of them burgers off the pad there. I'm going to reach in there, grab it with my hand here. Should be okay. Here you guys can see, very juicy, really no color. I mean, they're just smoked. That's all it is. And that's the whole point of just trying this out, is just to see what these smoked burgers taste like. All right, all we have is a bun and a burger. All I want to do here is taste the flavor. That's the whole point of this. You know, I can eat this burger like this. I don't even need any toppings on it. That's really good. Man, that Dinks rub, that's some really good stuff there. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this burger. I'm going to show you guys the progress on the Weber Ranch kettle and go from there. Oh, you're also probably wondering why I went so high. Usually I go to 135 internal temps in my burgers. That's when I make them from scratch, homemade through my grinder. Anytime you buy store-bought burgers, like what these were, store-bought, technically you want to take them to 165. They'll still come out juicy, but I take them around 140, 145. Let's go a little over. But technically, if you want to do it right, do it at 165 to be safe. Okay? So as you can see, the coals are lit and ready for them burgers. I went ahead and sprayed my rack down with some canola oil. So I'm going to go ahead and grab them burgers and get them put on and see you in a second. Alright, I went ahead and got these burgers set up the same way. And all I'm going to do is set these right over the direct fire. And we're just going to let them sit there and cook. When you guys fan out your coals, just make sure, kind of judge and guess where your coals will fit under your meat, and you'll do just fine. So we're going to let them sit for a couple minutes, and then we'll rotate them. I usually wait till I see the blood start coming up on top of the meat, and then I'll go ahead and rotate. These burgers don't take long at all to cook. If you can only smell what I'm smelling right now, it smells delicious. Love the sound of that sizzle. All right, let's go ahead and give them a flip. Yo, got some nice grill marks going on there. And I would say in 3 minutes, these babies will be done. I'll put them on the bun, just like I did when the burgers came out of that Bradley smoker. And we'll give these a shot and see what they taste like. All right, let's see what kind of temps we got here. Go ahead and put it in here. All right, guys, we're approximately 150 degrees Fahrenheit. Oops. We're approximately 150 degrees Fahrenheit in that burger. Let me reset it. We are 145 in this one. 153 in that one. And these that are being on the outside of the coals, I'm going to take these closer to well done. And right here, as you can see, we're at 165. Oops, sorry about that. And as you can see, we're at 165. Go ahead and pull them indirect. And cooking indirect just means you're taking them off the direct flame. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my bun. I don't know, let's grab a burger here. I'll grab this baby right there. Look at that. If you guys can see them juices running. All right, same thing. Let's go ahead and take a bite. Now, what can I say? Again, the Dinks rubs taste really good. Super juicy. If you guys can see that. And very delicious. If I had to choose between one or the other, honestly, I can handle both of them. But I'm going to have to go with the Weber Kettle. It's just something about that taste that I'm used to. That was super good. I could do that. I know my kids will love it. And yeah. But hey, John, thanks for the Bradley Smoker. And Steve Fearling, I'd like to thank you for trading me my Oklahoma Joe Longhorn for this Weber Ranch Kettle. All right, everybody, so I hope you enjoyed this video from the Weber Ranch Kettle versus the Bradley Smoker. So please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like, comment below your thoughts. Which one would you think you'd like better? And have a great day.